What is up, dudes? This is Oprelia, and today we are going to be reviewing this new AI platform called Anijam, which is currently in beta, and they call themselves as the ChatGPT of animation. And in this platform, you get free access to an AI agent, which basically will help you and assist you to create short films and other types of animated films throughout the platform. And before we go into the actual workflow, there's one really cool thing about the platform, which is that it's actually freemium. So when you're going to be signing up to the platform, you are going to be getting 500 free credits. Also, by doing daily check-ins, you're going to be getting additional 100 credits on the actual platform. So that's pretty good. And their cheapest plans are actually quite affordable too, starting at $16 and creator on $26 on the annual plan, and even the monthly plans are actually not that expensive in my opinion. So fundamentally, it's definitely one of the more cheaper platforms currently out there. And I did obviously mention that yes, in this platform you do not pay anything that the agent does. There's a lot of these trap platforms which basically ask you to use their AI agent, and the AI agent is just crazily burning your credits, which is not good and not financially sustainable, especially when video creation is actually quite expensive. And there's already a lot of samples on, videos that have been created on the platform, and some of them are actually quite impressive. There's a lot of seed and stuff here, obviously, and there's a couple of other video models which are also available on the platform. And the AI agent kind of does know what it is doing, but it's not like this end all be all solution. So you have to guide it a bit. I think it's really good for people who have no idea what they're doing. They don't understand the models or anything like that. But it's also good for people who know what they're doing, but they have to kind of like engineer it and tailor it in the way that you want. So let me show you two different short films that I did on the platform. And I gave the AI a lot of free, roam on what to do. So I just generated an actual spider character, which is a very complex in terms of the movement because it's such an unusual character. And basically, I just generated this on ChatGPT and I fed it. And then I just like, okay, we need this to play the shamisen instrument. And then there's going to be a duel. And then the AI essentially will generate all of these different objects which are going to be happening. The character gives you option to fight against many, and the katanas and the assassin planes. Those things actually existed on the character sheet, but if you don't have those, it will generate them. And then it also generated this background. So I wanted this to happen on rice fields. I really recommend prompting on like open spaces, like indoor shots are really hard to do, and they can go really really wrong. And here is kind of like the workflow. On the side, we see like what it is doing, and after it has generated all the things, it will basically also generate audio. But I will talk about bit that later on. And then you could choose the audience, what platform this is going for, and films, ads, all types of things. It will consider all those things. Audio mode, dialogue, voiceover, music only. Then you choose the duration of it, and it will compile them. And then you choose the aspect ratio, of course. Well, that was actually before. And it will give you a lot of options, A, B, and C, and you can choose what to do. And eventually, once you go through the hoops, it will generate the end product. Now, I did talk about this on my previous agent video. So sometimes the AI agent doesn't actually know when it's generating like video one, what is going to be the last frame of video one. It doesn't know that because it's generating them all together. You do have the option to generate them one by one. Maybe that will actually improve the result. So I probably would recommend doing that, and not be me and who do it like very fast. But this is the clips, and then it stitches up them together into a one thing, and it does the audio. If you don't like the end result, you can just download the individual videos as well and do your own cutting and editing on the videos. So let me actually play out the video all together. This is not the best of the two that I created so far, so it's always a bit of a testing purpose. Okay, so that was the whole thing. There were parts that were good and things that didn't go really well at all. And the reason why it didn't work out is because the mistake that I did. So it did do like, what is it, 72-second video, but it decided to do multitude of different clips, and a lot of those clips could have been like a bit more, like they could have all been like the same speed. So for example, the first shot is 15 seconds, then the second is 5, 15, 12, 15, and 10. So when you think about it in seconds, Cdance 2.0 can do 15-second clips. This is not going to be as big problem on Cdance 2.5, which is going to be doing 30 seconds. But the AI with these agents, I've noticed this with the other ones that I have reviewed, is that they try to do many multiple clips instead of jamming up the data into a 1 15-second thing. So you want to really minimize the amount of videos that it does. It will get a better quality. So make sure when it's going to be suggesting you the durations, make sure it's going to be, okay, I'm doing a 60-second clip. Make sure to set to it, yeah, this is going to be broken into 4 videos. 15 times 4 is 60 seconds, instead of like, oh, I'm just going to do 6 10-second ones. That is not going to be a good way to do it, and it will not, the consistency of the clips is going to be much more better. Then we had another try of this. This one is actually a lot more better, so I understood kind of more of the formatting now on the second try.
Pancake run. Stack cannot wobble. No spills, no excuses. Pigeon, swerve right. Clear. Beak, down, syrup secure. Wet ground, grip, don't slide. Nutcase, no time.
Whiskers, not a single pancake out of place.
So that was actually decent. I don't know what was that dialogue, by the way. I probably would most of the time. I just like let AI write it all. Obviously, I would not let that go if I was directing that, but it doesn't matter. Now, that's kind of like some of the testing. So let's go through the process from the very beginning. So first, you're going to be going for a new project. And then we are going to be choosing out what are we going to be doing. A fantasy film, short films, flat cartoon stories, many different options, okay? And we are going to be going for 3 animated shorts probably, or yeah, we're going to be doing an actual cinematic fantasy film. We're going to write it in what we're going to be doing. We're going to do 45-second story about a boy traveling on carpet made out of noodles who's traveling the world. And in this system, you also have like a lot of different styles that you can choose. So you can create the characters also from here. There's presets, character sheets, things like that, and even voices. So there's a lot of these different tools for creating those assets, by the way, and you can choose from all of these styles over here. Many to choose from. So if you want a specific style, Ghibli, Marvel, and like there's a lot of different things over here which actually look good. You always want to go for visual style that not everybody is using, okay? A lot of people are using GPT-2 image style right now that over realism illustration stuff, which doesn't look very good. So you gotta be really specialized when you're gonna be going with your different style. You can also upload your own assets into here. Now there's 3 different modes available. There's the AI director mode, workflow mode, and Oscar mode. There's also the video models that you're gonna be using. For this purposes, we would probably go with Cdance 2.0 or Fast. Mini is not very good, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. And also they do have Kling and One, but we're gonna be going with Fast this time around. And we are going to be going with the AI director mode. And it will go through these multitude of different processes. It will kind of like analyze different things, and it will find a balance. The Cdance 2.0 Fast obviously is, we're not doing an action sequence here. We're doing kind of like a traveling thing, so that's fine for this type of thing. Cdance 2.0 Fast doesn't do as great backgrounds, but it doesn't matter. Now we're going to be doing the audience. It's going to be kids. It's going to be on YouTube. Let's go do film this time around, 16 to 9. It's going to be music only. That's going to be the better. So all things considered, AI agents are really best in the environment of doing music videos, or maybe some type of like mood things, advertisements, things like that, because that's where this type of direction of like doing the voiceovers and stuff like that is going to be better. Otherwise, you're just going to be editing things yourself. You want to have the consistency over everything. And now you get to choose, do what I want to AI to decide, or the co-design with me. So co-design is better because you obviously get to do a lot more, you know, creative control over what's going on, what we're going to be doing. And of course, it's very important that we're not in the phase yet where the AI can just do perfect videos on one go. It probably can do that with 15-second videos. If you want 15-second clip, this agent tool is going to be perfect for you. But if you want anything longer, you have to plan things out because you're stitching up videos together. And the agent is still not like, yes, it's a form of video editor, but it's not like a world-class video editor, not yet. And this is going to be like a visual storytelling that's actually pretty good. We're going to be going through the phases, and once you're actually doing things here, there's going to be the workflow, which is going to be appearing, as I showed on the other places. The workflow is going to be showing all the process here. And then if you don't like a part, like, okay, the concept art is getting bad, you can just, okay, put it to trash and just like, okay, let's redo that. And now there's the carpeted. Let me ask a few questions about Ship of the Journey, Curious Explorer, Lonely Dreamer. Let's just go with Curious Explorer. That's going to be definitely fine with it. And you can also rate the questions. So if you think the questions are really bad and don't really help you, then just make sure to give the feedback. And fantasy lands, famous landmarks. Let's just do fantasy lands. It gives us a lot more freedom. We don't have to be specific or go into Eiffel Tower and things like that. Wonder and discovery on this one. Okay, now it has basically, narrowed it down what is going to be happening here. Looks good. Let generate. And now it's probably going to be asking us a bit of the, obviously it's going to be doing the assets first, and then it's going to be asking us about the video stuff. So generate outline, and this will basically generate the assets, follow the backgrounds and all those things. And actually stylistically, it does a pretty good job on the actual art. So it does seem to know how to pick. Like if you go for this art style, it will generate images that are going to be very akin to that art style, which is very good. Having specific anime backgrounds, for example, seems to be a bit of a struggle because it seems to be using Nano Banana 2 on the background, and Nano Banana 2 doesn't have a lot of different range on its backgrounds, for example. So that's something, not their fault, but it's just that if they had GPT Image 2 and all the other models, maybe it could able to. Okay, now we have the actual ongoing here. What is it going to do? The main characters, goals, relationships, a lot of like all types of stuff. Then you go into style design. This is where we're going to be choosing our thing. I probably am going to be going for that Disney Pixar style because that gets always the best results. The more 3D you're going to be going, the more better the animations and everything is going to be. 2D, even though Dance does an amazing job with it, it's still not like the best. So let's see. Okay, I didn't get to choose. That's fine. Actually, let's just do ignore this. Now we can just, okay, pause, and we're gonna ask this instead. Let's see what will basically offer us. Okay, so you don't have to go on with the styles that it's basically suggesting. You just can go with the idea that you have, and it has a lot of range. Here we go. Pretty good, pretty good options over here. We're gonna be going with this style over here, 3D cartoon style. I think that one looks the best for this type of story. Next up, it's asking for the locations. That's what we're going to be, going with. Obviously, if you have already ideas what you're going to be going for, you can always tell it to, okay, I don't like this location. Try something else. Or you just tell it what to do and it will create something. And we're going to generate all the 6 concepts at the same time. Okay, now it has basically generated our assets. They look pretty good. You can actually do a bit of zoom in here. That's a good looking noodle carpet. The locations look very similar to each other in style. Not 100% the same, but I think they're going to be turning out pretty good. Now it says start a video generation. I need the videos to be generated, so 15 seconds each. Okay, now it has basically broken down the story into 3 different videos. We're going to be generating them one by one to basically get the best result possibly, seeing if it actually can read some of the data from the previous video and bring that over to the next one and the third one. Let's see how that turns out. And now the first video has generated. We're going to be asking to create the second video. Let's see what it basically will do. Will it do revisions on it or something? And here's we can look at the clip while we wait here. And this is, by the way, muted, so it does have actual sound. So, okay, that's our first. Okay, the second video has been finished, and now finally we're going to be creating out the third one. And now our final video has basically been generated, and now we're going to be stitching up them together into a one single thing. And we're going to be generating basically music for it, and it will generate the BGM, that is background music, and it will be this sort of like a vibe style of a thing. It could be a trailer, I guess, or it could be just a visual experience. And now our final video has been completed, and I went on with generating the background music for it, and we're going to be generating that next. And after that, it will basically stitch up all the three videos together and have that background music play around on it. Okay, now we have our last phase here. We're gonna be rendering the preview video. So this is basically the last stitching there needs to be done, and the video is gonna be complete after that. So actually that was pretty good. So once I had a bit more hands-on on the experience, it turned out to be a lot better than the first two. And this was done on Seedance 2.0 fast. So if this was done on Seedance 2.0, the end result would have been better. I think the only where kind of like maybe a bit fall slightly apart was this transition over here. There's a bit of a quality drop here, and it doesn't seem like the best, but there is a fade out here. So this is something that I guess you could show to your kids or something like that. But this is actually pretty good in my opinion. Obviously, there's always something that you can polish or do post editing on. And the sound effects actually were pretty good. The child, making these wow sounds and all the music, kind of had gradual ramp ups as the story kind of went onwards. All things considered, Anijam is actually a pretty good tool. As I already mentioned in the beginning of the video, all of that talking with the agent is not going to be costing you anything. You're only going to be paying once you're going to be generating images, audio, or videos. And then, of course, there's all types of other tools available on the platform, whatever it's guides or something else. And of course, there's things that we didn't cover here, like AI lip syncing, which is also available here, creating character sheets from images, and also precision motion control. I believe this is throughout Kling. And of course, as I said in the beginning of this video, everybody gets a 500 free credits when they sign up on this platform, and also 100 daily credits when they check in. So give it a shot and tell me what you thought about it on the comments section down below. I will be seeing you next time.